Lads, what's happening? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'll be talking about strength training and how it can help us, uh, and what it means basically, and the benefits it has. So, strength training has many definitions. It can be called weight training, resistance training, and muscular training. So, that's the definition, and basically it means any physical movements that you're doing. If you're using machines, using dumbbells, using barbells, resistance bands, all these lead to building muscle as well as gaining strength over time and endurance. So, what it does basically, strength training will help you get stronger. Obviously, it will take time and you have to be patient with it. Takes months, years. So, and there's a limit to how much you can lift. There's a limit to how much we can grow naturally. But strength training, if you do it properly, if your nutrition is on point, if you're getting enough sleep, with lifting heavy in the gym, you will see results. You will see yourself getting stronger in the gym and performing daily activities much easier than if you weren't doing any strength training in the gym. So definitely recommend you to get stronger, push yourself to the limit, and just getting stronger. It helps improve athletic performance in sports require speed, power, and strength, and may support endurance athletes preserving lean muscle mass. So yeah, strength training can help you benefits. Benefit number two is burns more calories efficiently. So when you're doing strength, it will boost your metabolism in two ways. First way is basically building muscle increases your metabolic metabolic. So benefit number two, when you're doing strength training, it will boost your metabolism in two ways. So the first way is when you're building muscle, automatically you're increasing your metabolic rate. So muscles are more efficient than fat mass. So meaning that it allows you to burn more calories. The more muscle you have, the more calories you will burn, even when you're not training, because they are more efficient. They need more energy to keep their muscles the way they are, the way they look big and strong. So all these muscles that you have, let's say your biceps, your shoulders, your chest, the more muscles you have, the more you're gonna need energy to feed them, to maintain them, to grow. You're not gonna eat like you can't compare them to fat. If I had fat on me, I'd I'd be less efficient when it comes to metabolic rate. So it boosts your metabolism in two ways. First way is it increases your metabolic rate. Muscles are more efficient. They burn more calories when it comes to fat. Second way is research shows that metabolic rate increases up to 72 hours after strength training exercise. This means that you're still burning additional calories hours even after you've trained. So the second way is basically when you train for up to 72 hours, you can still burn calories. If you trained hard enough in the gym, if you done deadlifts, um, squats, any compound movements, if you went really heavy in the gym, you can still burn calories up to 72 hours, which is a lot. If your goal is to lose fat, This will help you. Combining strength training, lifting weights, with any endurance activities, like if you prefer to walk or run, or if you combine them together, you'll be you'll lose fat much easier than if you were just to do like walking or running or swimming. If you combine them together, because you'll gain muscle, and that muscle will need more calories, and you'll burn more calories having muscle as if you had just fat. So yeah, let's go to the third benefit. So it decreases abdominal fat, which is what you want if your goal is to burn fat. So fat that is stored around your abdominal areas, it basically associated with risk of chronic diseases. So including heart disease, diabetes, liver disease, certain cancers. So yeah, also leads to obesity. If you're not obese yet, over time that will lead to obesity, and it will lead to more complications, like just carrying that fat around your stomach. It will affect your knees because you're carrying so much weight on your knees, on your legs. If you don't train them, your legs become weaker, your knees become weaker, your bones will become weaker. So the strength training will help you get stronger. Your legs will get stronger. Your bones will become stronger. Your tendons, your joints, all these will help you, as well as you'll burn fat. You'll burn more fat. So keep that in mind when it comes to strength training. You'll burn more fat around your stomach, which is the fat that you don't want, because it will lead to many diseases, um, which can be obviously dangerous for you. Multiple studies have shown that strength training exercise reduces abdominal and total body fat. So one study found that uh, aerobic training produced greater weight loss. Strength training in combination with aerobic training resulted in greater fat loss and muscle gain. It basically means that body composition compared to those who just they've gained more muscle and burned more fat when they combined both aerobic training and strength training. So they took two groups. One did both aerobic and strength training, and those who did strength training and aerobic, they burned more fat when they compared them to just aerobic training. And you can look up that study yourself. So you can see the difference here in this picture. You have two kilos of fat here, and you have 2 kilos of muscle, and you can see for yourself that fat actually but definitely takes up more space in the body. So when you compare it to muscle, so when someone is 80 kg pure muscle and someone is 80 kg full of fat, this is why, because fat takes up more space in the body. So it's not the same when you compare them together. So benefit number 4 can help you appear leaner. As you build more muscle, you lose fat and appear leaner. You look better. Muscle is more dense than fat, meaning it takes up less space. Just like I said, and you can see in the picture, it takes up less space when compared to fat. Therefore, you may lose inches off your waist, even if you don't see any change in the number of scale. So sometimes, like, you weigh yourself and you see you haven't changed much while you're doing strength training and you're doing aerobic. Even though you notice that you've lost weight, but you're the same. You're the same on the scale. Let's say you're 60 kg and you've been doing strength training and endurance, and you see your result. that you've gained muscle mass, but you're still on the same weight. But that means because you lost body fat and you gained muscle mass, and muscle mass takes up less space. It's more dense than fat, so that's why. I hope that makes sense. Also, losing fat and building muscle showcases more muscle definition and creating stronger and leaner appearance. Yeah, definitely 100%. So when you do strength training, resistance training, you appear leaner, you look better, your posture improves, um, even the way people look at you, like even when I walk into a room, you just get respect like that. Like when you're big, especially if you're a natural guy, and they know people notice that when you're naturally have been training, and you can tell like someone who's natural, who's not. You get a lot of respect from people. Then if you were fat or obese or overweight, definitely it just gives you confidence. It gives you that confidence. There's something about taking care of your body and yourself. It's hard work and it takes time, it takes years. Like I haven't got to the level where I am today. The way like my chest, my arms, like my back. I haven't got to this level in a couple months. Like it takes years and years of training and dedication. And this is a lifestyle. This is not like just a diet that you follow for a few weeks, a few months, and that's it. You have to take it seriously, and this is your image, and you have to look after your image. Um, there's no way around it. There's no shortcuts. Um, there's no magic pill, and I have no respect that anyone that cheats, takes steroids, and just looks for a shortcut to get a nice physique, a nice body. But I if you like, fair enough if you're competing, but if you're not competing for a bodybuilding show, then just take care of yourself, take care of your body. This is your image. Anyways, going off topic here, but tip number 5, or benefit number 5, it improves your heart health. So your heart is very obviously very important. So benefit number 5, studies have shown that strength training, resistance training, basically helps your blood pressure. It lowers your LDL, which is low lipoprotein cholesterol, which is known as the bad cholesterol, and it also increases HDL, which is the good cholesterol, which is what you want. So definitely, that's something important. And when it comes to like blood circulation and your blood vessels, definitely helps with that. You can look into it. There's a lot of studies on it. I can do a full video on it, but there's so many benefits on this that I have to keep it short and sweet. So maybe I'll do a full video on this, on how it can affect the heart and good cholesterol and bad cholesterol. But definitely, studies have shown that it helps with the blood pressure, gets rid of LDL, bad cholesterol, and it helps with HDL, just keeping you fit, keeping your stamina in check, your blood circulation, blood vessels. So even if your diet is not the best, but as long as you're still training, it will definitely help with the blood pressure and blood circulation. And just because when you're training, you're pumping blood to your body. Let's say you're doing legs, your heart is working hard to pump that blood from all over your body to your legs. That's why you get a good pump, as well as your lungs are working hard to get oxygen into your muscles, into the legs. And after that, you have to feed them. So whatever you're going to eat, it's going to go into your muscles. So if you're eating good food, if you're getting good protein, a good amount of carbs, healthy carbs, you're getting your fruits, your vegetables, your fiber, the good fats that your body needs. It's all going to go towards building that muscle, repairing it, because you're breaking it down in the gym. You're tearing them up. You're tearing up your muscle fibers, whether it's fast twitch or slow twitch muscles. So that's definitely something positive that you're going to get out of training and resistance training. It also helps with aging and anti-aging. So I get that all the time. Like people get surprised when I tell them that I'm 33 years old. Uh, they get surprised when I say that because some of them think I'm 25, 26, and other people think that I'm a bit older. But I think that's from obviously genetics, but I think it's definitely from training, definitely from your diet. But studies have shown that adults experience 2 to 5% decrease in their metabolic rate, and increases around like 7 kilos of fat every decade. So according to that study, so because as we get older, we lose muscle tissue, and that will translate into more fat stored around the stomach and around areas that like around your arms, your glutes, everywhere, but mostly for men around the stomach. So without strength training, adults typically lose about 3 to 8% after the age of 50. So you need to keep that in mind. As we get older, as we reach 50s, if you don't train, if you don't use that muscle, your body is just going to think, I'm not using that muscle, so I'm just going to get rid of it slowly. And as you get to your 60s, you feel like you're losing muscle. And we don't want that. We want to keep that muscle, we want to maintain it, we want to look as healthy, as good as we can. The point is not just to live to like 80 and, you know, not being able to walk and not being able to do activities. Like, that's my goal is to live a long life, hopefully, until my 70s, 80s, and be able to walk, run, lift weights. Uh, don't need anybody to like carry me around or do things for me. That's the goal. That's your goal. The goal should be um, just being able to do things yourself, like being able to drive wherever you want, to travel if you can, um, things like that. So the goal is not to be on a wheelchair, stuck from your 50s, and because you didn't train when you were younger, you didn't look after yourself, you didn't look after your muscles, your posture, your body, your knees, your back. So keep that in mind. It definitely helps with as an anti-aging benefit. Muscle occurs mainly in the fast twitch muscle fibers, which are involved in strength training and explosive activities. This cannot be prevented by cardiovascular exercise. The only strength training maintains muscle mass and strength as you get older. Muscle fibers, the fast twitch ones, you have fast twitch and you have slow twitch. So the fast twitch muscle fibers are related to strength training. So when you do resistance training, when you lift heavy, you train in your fast twitch muscle fibers. So cardiovascular exercise is not going to help you with that. It's only strength training maintains muscle mass and strength as you get older. So you need to do heavy. You need to lift heavy. I'm not saying go crazy, but you need to challenge yourself. Something that will challenge you. So if you're just doing like let's say 2 kgs like all the time, you're not gonna maintain that muscle as you get older. No, I'm doing like 2 kgs like shoulder raises. In a few weeks, in a few months, I'm going to increase that. I'm going to do 10. I'm going to do 15. I'm going to do 20 if you can. Challenge yourself. So you give your muscles reason to stay. Because if you don't train them, if you don't challenge them, they're not going to stay. Simple as that. So you need to find a way which is challenge your muscle fibers, your fast twitch muscle fibers, by lifting heavy, increasing your weight over time, progressive overload over time. Eat healthy, look after yourself, look after your body, and you should be fine. You will start looking younger. You'll start seeing results by your appearance, your posture, everything. So that means that strength training is an excellent way of preserving muscle mass, preventing reduction metabolic rate, and avoiding fat gain with age. Number 7. So another benefit is increasing bone density. So strength training has been shown that it improves your bone mass, bone density in the bone. Studies show that bones under most stress from resistant training have the highest bone mineral content. So according to that study, you can look up yourself. For example, it has been shown that there are significant increases in the bone mineral content in the upper femur thigh after 4 months of strength training. And you can also see that study yourself. Have a reference there, so you can look up that study, and you can see I'm not making it up. I'm researching it. I'm linking these studies. So yeah, like just to go back to this. So it helps your bone density, the mineral that is in the bone, mineral content, and also it will help your bones to get stronger over time. So yeah, reduce blood pressure. Just like I said earlier, strength training has been shown to lower systolic and diastolic blood pressure. If you don't know what they mean, look them up. Systolic and diastolic. The effect is even greater of strength training combined with aerobic exercise. So one study of 15 men with high blood pressure found that after 12 weeks of strength training, 3 times a week, resulted in a decrease in systolic blood pressure. Okay, so just to get a clear definition of systolic and diastolic. Systolic blood pressure, you can see here, the top number measures the force of heart um, exerts on the walls of arteries and each time it beats. Diastolic blood pressure, the bottom number, measures the force the heart exerts on the walls of arteries between the beats. Strength training will help you with that, with systolic and diastolic blood pressure. One study showed that with 15 men with high blood pressure, it reduced the systolic blood pressure, which is like I said, the number of so basically the systolic means the pressure when the heart pushes the blood out, and the diastolic is when the pressure when your heart rests between beats. Okay, so it reduces your blood pressure, as you can see in that study of 15 men with high systolic blood pressure for 12 weeks. And you can definitely measure that if yourself, if you have a high blood pressure. Write that down, see how much your blood pressure is, measure it, and then start training for like 12 weeks, 16 weeks, and see after that. Start doing training, start doing strength training, start doing endurance. You'll definitely see that over time. You've lowered your systolic blood pressure. So number 9, blood cholesterol and blood fats. So studies demonstrated improvements in blood cholesterol, triglycerides, and blood cholesterol and blood triglycerides, which is a type of fat after several weeks of training, according to this study. Improving psychological well-being. So definitely, strength training and lifting weights will help you with depression, anxiety, just looking good in general. Like I said earlier, when you walk into a room, like you get a lot of respect. Than if you were overweight and carrying fat around your stomach, just not looking healthy. Your skin looks bad. Yeah, definitely, it will help you with anxiety, your mood, promote restful sleep. It, it will help you also with your image. So strength training uh, will also help you with improved psychological well-being, as you can see it there. So consistent strength training over time, as you start uh, looking back over time, it would reduce your anxiety, reduce your depression, because you feel like you've done something. Uh, every time I'm in a bad mood, I go to the gym, and afterwards I just feel so much better, because you release all these endorphins, all that energy you had. You feel like you left it in the gym, and I feel like I've done something. And when I see myself in the mirror, I look so much better than most people in the gym, and that just mentally helps me, like that. Even though sometimes I'm down, just get to the gym and hit the weights. I just try to convince myself sometimes when I'm down, because you don't always feel like you're training. Even if you convince yourself, oh, I'm just going to go in for half an hour. I'm just going to do a quick one. I'm just going to do my favorite exercises and leave. Once you're there, once you start lifting, once you start training, it will get you in the mood. You'll start seeing that pump. You start seeing the result. Like you start looking in the mirror and you see, oh, actually, I'm in a good place. I'm lucky to be alive. I'm lucky to be able to lift weights, and I'm lucky to be healthy. You start just appreciating every moment, and I just don't want to leave the gym when I get in like in that state of mind. It's unbelievable. It's like addiction to a drug. Honestly, it's I recommend anyone that hasn't lifted before, that hasn't done any type of exercise before, just start lift weights, and you'll see for yourself. You'll get to that level, even if you don't feel like it. Just get to the gym and stop making excuses for yourself. Because once you start looking good, once you start getting leaner, once you start building muscle, you start getting compliments. Yeah, your body image will get better, and just mentally, physically, you're in a good place, and that's all you need. Your health is the main priority, and you have more energy than most people, especially those who just sit in the office all day, have no energy. You have more than energy. You have more confidence than anybody else that doesn't train. You feel like you're proud of yourself. I'm proud of myself through all the tough times that I've been through the last few years, and I got myself to I'm not where I'm at, but I'm still better than a lot of people. Like when it comes to physique, I've achieved so much. Like when it comes to my physique, just getting like I think I'd hate myself being overweight and obese and not being muscular. Like I'm not too big, but I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at the moment. I'll continue to get better. I'll continue to lift weights, and I'll continue to improve. So number 11 is improved appearance. Yeah, just again, it will a personal appearance will improve your. So yeah, again, number 11 is an improved appearance. Yeah, it will, like I said, it will improve your appearance. You'll get more respect. Losing when you start losing fat, when you start gaining muscle, when you're getting stronger. Your clothes will look better on you. When you wear a shirt, when you wear a suit, when you wear just a normal like a t-shirt like this, Under Armour. Like you see definitions like like the pecs, the shoulders, the traps, and even if you don't have abs, just getting a flat stomach, big legs, which is what I have, big back, big arms, you know, get a lot of compliments. People look up to you. People will give you compliments. People will show you respect. Oh, you look good. I wish I had your physique. I wish I had your body. I'm like, I worked for it. I worked hard for it. It didn't come from a magic pill. It didn't come out of nowhere. But yeah, like you get that. And it's all hard work. Even if it's just 1 hour a day, half an hour, quick session, in and out, you know, that's all you need. So it will also increase your metabolic rate. So again, strength training, it will increase your metabolic rate. Rest increases your rested metabolic rate, the rate which your body burns calories, and by increasing muscle mass, just like I said earlier. So when you increase muscle mass, you burn more calories because muscles needs energy, it needs calories, it needs carbohydrates, it needs protein, it needs fat to grow, to repair after you broke them down in the gym. So all that, it requires more energy. Um, so when you're at rest, when you're taking a day off the gym, if you're sore from lifting heavy weights, just be you being a, just you resting at home, lying on the couch, you will burn calories. So it's not only in the gym, even afterwards, up to 72 hours, you're still burning calories, which is what you want, which is what you should be aiming for if your goal is to to get to get leaner and to get stronger in the gym, to get bigger. Muscle has a higher energy requirements than fat tissue. So the more muscle you have, the higher metabolic rate, just like I said earlier. So at rest, 0.45 kg, which is 1 pound of muscle tissue, burns approximately 6 calories per day, compared to with fat, burns 2 to 4 calories per 0.5 for 45 kg, according to that study. So adding muscle increases RMR by 7% and daily calorie requirements by 15%, according to Forbes. During exercise, energy expenditure rises dramatically, 5 to 10%, 10 times above resting level. The more muscle tissue again, the the greater number of calories you expended during exercise and rest. So it's not only during exercise, even you after the exercise, at rest, you'll burn calories. So keep that in mind, and it has been shown in studies. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this will help some of you. This is going to be a long video. Uh, hopefully you learn something from it, and I'll continue to do more in the future. Yeah, just hit the gym, keep grinding, and I'll see you on the top.